Hello and welcome to this ladder match of Age of Mythology Retold. My name is ICU, and I hope I can guide you through this random match that I found. Let's meet the players. In the purple color we have Dexter Morgan, who is playing Amaterasu. On the other side we have a red Kronos, played by Dembele. Now I don't know if this is actually the famous football player. Neither do I know if this is actually the infamous fictional serial killer Dexter Morgan. What I do know is that these are a couple of low ELO Age of Mythology players. I think they're in the 800 to 1000 range. But it doesn't matter that they are low ELO. I like to think that this game is fun to play and watch at all levels. So let's see what these two people have in store for us. The Kronos has already finished upgrading the pickaxe, so I don't think he's going for a particularly fast start. What he is doing is sending an oracle very far forward, all the way into the Amaterasu's base. We still don't know if we can expect any shenanigans from him, like when he builds a temple, if he's going to time shift it. On the other hand, we do see Dexter already putting down a temple, and he's opting to use a commoner for it instead of the Miko. Perhaps he values the favor gain from the Miko more than whatever resources this commoner could supply during that time. We also see Dembele putting down a manor, so we can probably expect a slower game than what some people might be more used to when playing as or against Kronos. There is some conflict already. This Kitsune is telling the oracle, "Get out of my base, I don't want you here," and it might very well just follow him all the way home. Just keep nipping at his heels. Here comes the temple from Dembele. We see that Dexter has queued up Ameno Uzume, which is probably the more standard choice for Amaterasu. At these ELO levels you can probably expect pretty much anything, but overall that's probably the standard choice. Lots of people... Oh, he's not finishing the temple. This commoner went to sleep. That's okay, he's going to finish it up now. Doesn't have the resources for age up anyway. Oh, and as soon as the temple is up, it's going away, thanks to this deconstruction from Dembele. I think he's just trying to be a nuisance and slow down the start of the Amaterasu. Probably not any significant follow-up, but we'll see. Maybe I'm just jumping the gun. Ameno Uzume. Oh, yeah. He managed to go through Ameno Uzume anyway, despite the deconstruction. And it's going to be a 4:30 or so advance time, a bit after Dembele went through Prometheus. Now I was focusing a bit more on the perspective of the Amaterasu, because there is more going on. Oh, the Goshimboku comes down. The Kamaitachi stands in front of the base to guard. Probably just in time for these Prometheans to come around. They ran all the way across the map instead of spawning from a time-shifted temple, but that's okay. They're just here to chill, it seems. Oh, they're on the move. They spotted the weasel. They're gonna spar. Oh, we already see a solar shield coming down onto the myth unit. Keep it healthy as it deals with these two pests. A bit ironic, considering it's a weasel. Oh, the offspring are all going to go down to the powerful bladed weasel. Well done on Dexter's part. He eliminated that early threat. He doesn't have to think about the Prometheans anymore. See one oracle here, the one that was being nibbled, chilling around a friendly polar bear that doesn't want to eat the elk. It's leaving it graciously for Dembele's citizens. You see Dexter making a couple of Yari spearmen and a couple of Yumi archers to follow them. On the other hand, Dembele made a military barracks and a counter barracks. It's already producing a variety of units. Preparing for that inevitable conflict, though not doing much to instigate it yet. It is the 7th minute. So I don't think either of these players had any plans for an early second town center. Dembele is on the move with his small retinue of forces. One relic has been found. Ogre Bitten Helm, which increases the hit points of heroes. As I'm saying that, the weasel goes down. And it's a full-out fight. Doesn't appear to be going too well for Dexter. Lost a couple of the units. Naturally, he's going to fall back, and he has the wherewithal to retreat with his commoners as well. A few of them are sleeping, but nothing for that. We have a samurai coming in who can help deal with these murmillos a bit. A valor coming in on a terma. Well, at least these Yumi archers are effective against the murmillo, as well as the samurai was. One thread of the Cairo ballista is down. Those terma are down, and there's just one unit left. And with that, Dexter successfully defended himself from the first onslaught. But no doubt, Dembele has a lot more planned. He currently didn't produce a follow-up army. Perhaps he's contemplating his choices, and his choice is to go for a second town center. His early aggression didn't yield too much. It idled some villagers, killed a few units, just keeping Dexter on his toes. But now he's going to go into economy, while making a few more military buildings. Dexter, on the other hand, is producing troops and getting Katagi, as well as manually researching the dojo soldiers. I don't think he has the patience for the Bushido to come in, even though he is producing these Yari spearmen along with the upgrade that will allow him to gain a lot of Bushido. But it's okay, that Bushido will still rack up and give its bonuses eventually. The archers are medium as well. Currently doesn't have any heroes, but neither did Dembele produce any additional myth units. Town center is up. He's putting out a market, an armory, a couple of manors, another military barracks. He's really going all out on building, isn't he? No. Over here, unfortunately, see Dexter idling with a bunch of villagers for just a moment. This is the sole Miko currently working. This other one is prepared to make a shrine. It's a bit late on the gold mine, but it's going to come in nevertheless. Wow, we see Dembele going in for farming already. Even going so far as to research plow. Dembele found the hunting villagers of Dexter and is going to town on them. Several kills already, that's pretty devastating. Dexter still here to defend. I don't think there's much focus fire happening around here. They're just letting their troops duke it out, which is fine. Now Dembele did lose more army there, but he should be very happy with all the villagers he managed to take down. Oh, another Murmillo found a bunch of villagers as well, but they're ready to knife him down without any real losses, just a bunch of HP and idle time given up. Just a minor nuisance. We see Dembele going for a few upgrades. Medium range soldiers. Actively producing citizens as well as army. He made sure he wouldn't get housed, made a bunch of manors to anticipate all the military he wants to produce. Oh, we also see Dexter going into farming as well, very early, and a second town center at the 13-minute mark, which is a bit on the late side, but he has it down nevertheless. At the moment he's really bad compared to when we look at the villager count. He's really behind, which is unfortunate for him, but hopefully he can bounce back and provide a decent challenge for Dembele. Forces meet right outside the purple base. There's a good amount of these Yumi archers just going to town on these Murmillo. Somehow this infantry is proved to be pretty tanky against the 4 Cairo Ballista. One went down, 3 escaped with their lives. And their bulky weapons. Dexter isn't afraid of raids because he is going for a very forward gold mine with no supervision. The army is hanging back at the back of the base. Let's see if... So Dembele has a bunch of favor in the bank. Oh, this one is just scouting. He didn't invest much into the oracles, pretty much anything at all. But just passively being around, even with this overlap, apparently netted him a decent amount of favor that he wasn't too eager to use yet. He was heroizing a couple of units, probably with the Valor. Let's see if he has any plans for that. He is going through Rhea, which will get him the option to build Behemoths. Truly a formidable myth unit, especially against Dexter, who doesn't have any heroes out. And even if he did have Bushi, they probably wouldn't fare too well against the high pierce armor Behemoths. What he needs is some Onamushas. Of course, he did see that Dembele went up to the heroic age, so he should be anticipating that. The couple of Kamaitachi aren't too bad against the Behemoths. They can do some damage, but I'm afraid that this army size on the side of Dembele is a bit too overwhelming for this troop of Dexters. He did pre-queue Raijin, almost has enough, and a fight is about to start. We see a traitor being used. But he realistically doesn't even need that to completely take over this position. Do have Bushido granting these units heavy status, so that upgrade for the Yari Spearman did pay off. However, Dexter appears to be in a lot of trouble at this moment. All of these forces, including the two Behemoth, are going straight for the town center. Villagers are scrambling. At least that's good control from Dexter. Some Contarius coming in to deal with the Masumi archers. And in quick order, this town center has fallen. These archers are stationary and yep, they didn't have a chance. Well, it was an admirable game from Dexter. Dembele was a bit more aggressive when it came to taking a second town center and going to the heroic age. Of course, the former is probably what enabled a quicker age up. And he was proactive with these attacks and raids, did a lot of damage by killing the hunting villagers especially. But Dexter at least tried to catch up. Unfortunately for him, it didn't quite work out. I think if we look at the timeline here, it'll be rather obvious in whose favor the resources went. Earlier town center nets him a lot. Civilian units, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching this random shoutcast, and I hope to see you in another video. Have a good day.